Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. Today, finally, I found that my wonderful class has its little has outfits, and I'm so happy. You know how happy I am? Very happy. Very. Get make my boy
Piracy.
pirate, yeah.
Because if it's not pirate here, we don't like it. We need pirates to join the pancake crew, of course. So
I mean, of course. Otherwise, seriously, guys, how sad it is to imagine like going around and not having pirate adventures. Like, come on.
meanwhile, me with the cruise outfit, basically.
Ew. Anyway, so today we're going to be continuing. I mean, come on. Yesterday I didn't want to do the Mugi for the simple fact that I basically fell asleep last time during a Mugi stream. With my eyes open, which I didn't even know was possible. It was a trance thing. I'm not sure, guys.
He was meditating. He was meditating how to save the poor soul of the Mugi who was forced to become a ganchol.
Right. So today we're going to be exploring continuing the adventures in Land of the Morning Light as the Dosa. Dosa being an inspiration out of a Korean general, apparently. Because I watched the videos from when they were talking about Land of the Morning Light. It's a Korean general. I think he's been transformed into a K-pop singer a little bit.
Woob.
Yeah.
A Korean general who K-pop singer.
Because I like to remind everyone that if you're a general in an army during medieval times, you definitely don't have smooth skin, okay? Like, it is what it is. Times were tough, but yes, people were a little bit more rough.
Let people dream.
Yes. So, previously we did the tale of the Mudang. Mudangs being very specific shamans, I guess, in Korean culture.
Yeah.
Now we're continuing in the order of operation. It is the Gumiho, which, by the way, if we were to take it from the Korean transliteration, it would actually be Gumiho, not Gumiho, because apparently they Romanized. And when we talk about Romanized, meaning they translated the characters from Korean to
Transliterated.
Trans with a lot of letters after the Korean characters into what we call Roman characters, Western characters, if you will, because the majority of the Western languages, except for Hungary, yeah, the Magyar language has actually a logic behind it, and it's quite simple. The G sound, we say G and so on. For the Koreans, it's kind of different. They don't like, there are a few sounds that exist in our language. We use it in the phonetic alphabet, but not in the Roman alphabet. So it's not Gumiho, it's Kumiho. So that's an interesting fun fact.
And that's very important because if you don't know this, you are not going to catch some play on words concerning some names we'll find in this story.
For example, they don't say Galpheon, they say Calpeon.
No, I mean specifically in the Gumiho tale.
Yes.
Anyway, the introduction of the Gumiho tale that we find clicking on the dossier in the UI. Yes. Oh, please, gracious fox goddess, please hear my prayers. For some time now, people who have gone to the Yeowoo Pass, and Yeowoo means... You forgot
The Fox
really?
Pass.
Yeah. Have not returned. They say that foxes no longer exist in Donghae Province, this part of the Land of the Morning Light. But could it be that a Gumiho is still alive and hiding among us? Because like many creatures of mythical folklore, Gumihos are shapeshifters.
Yeah, in Western cultures, we like to smash bards. In Asian cultures, they like to smash foxes and cats. For some reason they have.
Actually, there is a variant of, because like the Gumiho has her cousins also in the Japanese mythologies and in the Chinese mythology. I don't remember the Chinese variant right now, but the Japanese one is the Kitsune.
Yeah.
And concept, like there are some differences of course, but like the tale is always the same. It's a woman, like apparently a woman, but actually a fox who likes to seduce men and eat them. Long story short, like, or eat their souls. And that's why usually they disguise themselves as prostitutes. Ari from League of Legends is taken from this concept, from this mythical creature. There is a variant similar under certain aspects also in the ancient Greek mythology, which is called Lamia. In this case, it's not a fox, but it is a snake, a half snake woman.
We don't, for any potential Greek people watching, we don't judge you guys. I'm just saying it's kind of fucking weird.
We imported it in Roman, like we have it like in the Italian folklore as well, because imported from the ancient Greece.
Of course, Italians, for any Italian watching, I'm not saying that it's, you know, not judging, but it's kind of weird, like wanting to smash snakes. I never looked at a snake like like wiggling its tail, you know, the rattlesnakes when you get close to them. I'm like, yeah.
They are shapeshifters.
Yeah, of course, it shapes around. Anyway, in Western cultures, usually these type of characters are available under the Christian kind of, I don't want to say mythology, but world, as succubus, I guess, or incubus.
It's a little bit different because the succubus are sent by Satan to torment the dream and tempt, are more like to tempt and push the soul towards the hell. Here is more like freelance, like it's like women with their own curses who need to survive by eating souls. So
yeah,
the overall
kind of similar, because the idea is that they try to push you to sin and eat and take your soul. Here, obviously the end goal is different. One will try to push you to hell and eat your soul. The other will just like give you the sucky that will make your soul leave the body and then eat you because they're cursed.
And also, like, just like I mentioned the Lamia, because the concept is more similar, since technically there are certain versions of the myth where the woman can, like, the curse affecting the woman can be lifted. So they can become humans again.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's go ahead and see how this Gumiho tale begins.
Please, let my family be safe.
Raise the volume for myself.
Something happened to them.
Alright, let's see.
What on earth are you so devastated about? My God, I thought the sky was falling.
It is.
My son! Oh, my son! Blue boils have appeared on his back. I stayed behind while the rest of my family left the village to find a cure.
Let's remind ourselves that technically these are medieval or Renaissance times. Still medieval for Korea, by the way. Not to be anything, but generally Asian cultures remained in the medieval mentality until 19th to 20th century, so very late on. So imagine you don't know the existence of bacteria and viruses and so on, and you wake up and you see your son having blue bubbles on its back. You're basically, at that point, you're kind of like, well, time to make a new one, because medieval times. So obviously, it's understandable why this poor man is shitting himself.
To think these blue boils were not merely rumors. All I can possibly do at my age is pray for their safety.
Bro.
Pretty much. Essentially, even whenever you got sick during medieval times, the only thing they could do is put leeches on you, pray, give you whatever alcohol or
Here's a little bit more magic, but yeah.
yeah, here it's a bit more magical. But yeah, keep praying, brother.
Rumors say that when these boils burst, the patient disappears.
That's a great
There's
explosion,
no
one might
way
say.
to know if they ascended or not.
Or
Huh.
not.
People disappearing into thin air? Sounds like the trick of a fox with a few too many tails. I heard the chief of Doubtful is a gifted healer. Have you visited him? Wouldn't he know a thing or two?
And here you can see that apparently in Korean culture, foxes like to kidnap people.
It's more like for the fact that they are considered yogue. And as we said, the yogue, just like the yokai, can be good or evil. So like can help the humans or try to kill them. And there are some yogue who are like, it depends on the yogue. Also because in this case, the Gumihos are more seen like deities. So of course, if you piss them off, they might curse you.
Right. Again, take what I say with a grain of salt when I'm not explaining, because I'm trying to roleplay, make fun of the scene. But yes, it's true what Lemma said regarding Yoes.
Of course I have. He cured the plague. And yet, even he couldn't heal these blue boils.
Where did your family go?
Rumors that some were cured after praying to the fox goddess. So they headed off to Yeowoo Pass.
Yahoo! And let's go to Yeowoo Pass.
I'm not sure if they made it. Holnim. Heard of them? A terrifying gang of bandits.
Let's remember that again these are medieval times, so traveling is quite dangerous.
They came one day and took over Yeowoo Pass. If my family ran into them before reaching the goddess, they'll...
Hey, don't say such things. Then is everyone praying for the same reason?
Who do you think you are, interrogating these broken-hearted people about this and that? You think talking is cathartic for them? It won't do any good. You're so foxing dumb, honestly.
Damn!
Big words for a little girl. And watch your language. I'm not doing any harm, and you should show some respect.
And if I don't? You gonna suffocate me with your wrinkles? If I were you, I'd shut up and do something for them.
Well,
Damn.
you're not wrong. But why you gotta throw a fit like that? Everyone's staring at us.
And this is the first time we actually see a child character model in the world of Black Desert. I know, it's crazy. They could actually do it, they just chose not to. That's why
They have them.
That's why we're not sure in the main continent if they're a shy or a child.
Here the children are normal.
Yeah.
No need to fight now.
Yeah, no need to fight. Hello, mysterious child. Goodbye, mysterious child. Oh, we need to talk with praying elders.
Okay, first of all, we have to talk with the big auntie of Dalbol.
Alright, let's go.
Because we needed
Yeah,
the moonbeam.
Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Come on.
Because when you need information, you gotta bribe them with the food. With everything should.
This is the Gukbop of Dalbol I've been serving up for 25 years. Come, grab a seat. Welcome to... There's people waiting.
Buy some?
Move it along. Oh my, you barely touched your Gukbop. There's consequences for wasting food.
Alright, because obviously after someone is traumatized and cries to us, we go and like, you know, I'm gonna go get some good pop. Yep.
Food for the soul.
Yeah. I was like, yo, my child is dying of a weird plague. Like, yep,
Okay,
I'm
the
gonna go eat.
weeping elder. The weeping... My god, I'm here.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, fucking eat. Whatever, man. Here, eat.
Then with the praying elder.
Fucking eat. Yeah. Okay, next. I think there's a quest missing between the two.
I can't even remember how many meals I've skipped. I can't even...
Yeah, whatever. Go eat.
No, it seems like I don't remember what part they said, but like there is a lot of this thing that, oh, you're not feeling good here, eat something.
Yeah, it's something Korean.
You suddenly show you have a hospitable side. The transformation would impress even a Gumiho.
My word, I
Because
did
it
as
was
you
to
asked and you're still
comfort the
yammering
people
on?
here.
Where's your family, huh? Why are you picking a fight with me?
Everyone, look! This man's trying to fight a child! Oh, you're so gross and smelly. What?
Haha.
What? Gross and smelly? Ha! Listen here. You know who I am? I'm Dosa of Hanji County.
You're from the county, brother, so you smelly.
Like I said, I don't care who you are. It's know-it-all dumbos like you who really tick me off. Pinning a Gumiho
He's on a
as the culprit for
mission.
just a few boils? This is all probably thanks to that quack of a healer chief.
What? I never said Gumiho. All I said was a fox with a couple of tails. You
Which is a
cheeky
description
little-
of the
We
thing.
must have been enemies in our past life. What are you so riled up about? Sheesh. I'm off. Traveler, let's go.
The fox goddess wouldn't even bat an eye at someone like you, even if you prayed your life away at Yeowoo Cave.
Jesus Christ, this child is on a mission. Dosa is
The
right.
mysterious child.
Yeah, Dosa is right. Like, they definitely were enemies in a previous life or something. The child to act like that. Get off the horses though. What's to happen here?
Oh, because
Oh,
he's
he's here,
there.
yeah.
Because he's hiding.
Bastard.
This is odd. Real strange.
Oh no, you can see. Well, Dosa, it was a pleasure knowing you, brother. Cheers. Stay away from me. Actually, they didn't know bacteria existed, so rip. What happened?
Thing is, I was getting chills down my spine, so I left quick as I could. I got some kind of bruise. It's so itchy. Could it be that boil that they were talking about? Couldn't be, right? I'm just overthinking.
Mm-hmm.
Head to
An
the
ambulance
apothecary
passed.
first. I'll follow after giving this a look over. Get there quick.
Guys, go to the apothecary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, bro. Nothing to worry about, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see. Miss Flowers bloomed. Huh? Who are you? Don't tell me you're here about boils. If it's about those boils, you're wasting your time. How many must I turn away for you to understand I can do nothing?
Ooh.
Oof.
It's not like I'm that ghost those blue-eyed people at Dale Pier called Yellian or whatever.
What?
What are you talking about? You're the chief. You're responsible for the people of your village. If there's nothing you can do, at least ask the Hyungan to relieve the curfew for the sick and send them to the capital.
What did you say? When did I ever turn a blind eye to my village? I
No.
earned my title as chief by ridding this village of the plague.
Then how about you do some ridding for me too? First my back started itching and then I find this red boil on my arm.
Is it blue? Oh, it's red. Bring it here. Oh, but it seems I'm out of herbs.
Out of herbs?
Of course, being promoted to go gather the herbs.
Yeah, they should really change this a little bit. How the hell would we know what to...
I love that the silver azalea and like it's everywhere. The sunrise herb and the silver azalea are everywhere. It's like invasive
Have no
species as
herbs,
well.
Then you send your patients to fetch them? What kind of apothecary is this?
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
the benevolent chief who's offering aid when you belittled him. And on top of that, I'll do it for half my usual fee. Be grateful. All this muttering of me being a quack hasn't got me in the best of moods. Here, drink up. Every drop.
Ha, ha. Burn my mouth. Oh. But this is gonna do miracles. I can feel it.
In fact, burning our mouth does not do miracles.
But I don't know if it's hot or spicy.
Hot. It's tea.
Come.
Huh? It'll kick in that quickly? Is this how the plague savior shows off?
Do you think I'm called a healer for nothing? Huh? Why isn't it working?
Oof.
Unbelievable.
You failed to cure this too, eh? Oh, my vision's blurring. Poor old Dosa. He's on his way to the next life.
Wait, this isn't your average boil. No, it can't be. It's Foxpox.
Foxpox?
We must go to Yeowoo Cave, where the Fox Goddess dwells. It's near Hennim Village in Yeowoo Pass.
Well, why? This ain't a blue boil. Why are you looking at me like I'm gonna die?
Well, if listen, if a paramedic or a doctor looks at you and acts like that,
You run.
you run.
Because you are. This is a mark of death. But all the foxes should be dead. This makes no sense.
He pissed off probably a fox then. How do you know so much?
My father, who I thought was just another hunter, turned out to be one of those who hunted foxes.
He hunted only foxes? What's so special about that? Do those kind of hunters use some sort of fox magic?
I can see why Dosa is dying.
No. My father hunted the foxes with many tails. I've read about these symptoms in his book.
Is that a cure?
There isn't. Unless a fox is willing to cure it itself. Otherwise, all that's left is to beg the Fox Goddess for their life. The Fox Goddess guides single-tailed foxes on their journey to become heavenly foxes. To think I'd ever see this myself. Never imagined there are still traces of foxes left in Donghae.
Because the other thing that it's common to all the foxes is indeed the fact that they have many tails.
What am I gonna do? I thought it was just a run-of-the-mill boil. Traveler, please save me.
You dead, boy.
I have a wife waiting back in Seoul, and I'm still a foolish young man with a head full of dreams.
He's not lying here.
But remember what the old man said? About the Honglim bandits at Yeowoo Pass? What about them? Huh?
Bro, do you see me?
Scout it out. We could head to higher ground. There's a place nearby.
My horse.
Imagine those supposedly getting himself killed like this.
Ooh. This place is very cool.
This village is quite peculiar. A layer of bandits lies right next door, and yet there have never been any troubles.
What do you mean?
I'm seeing many new faces today. I'm a scholar, Osun, and this is the revered Sung-san.
Nice to meet you. You can call me Sung-san. My job is to travel all throughout this country as a map maker.
This place is not one that you just stumble upon. What brings you here?
I have business in Hennim Village.
Yes, you'll find the village down this path. To have come all the way here, something must weigh heavily on your mind. If that burden concerns the rumored Hongnim bandits, rest easy. They're actually protecting Hennim Village.
Oh, plot twist. Was fake news.
That explains what I've observed from up here. Most seem to quietly go about their lives, only leaving occasionally to hunt.
Sounds like you're familiar with this place.
Yes, I was born here. Hennim is my hometown. It's a village that is as radiant as its name.
Oh, we made it. Finding this place was a trip. Is it true that boils can be cured by praying at Yeowoo Cave?
Boils? I'm afraid I've been gone far too long to be of any help. You're better off going to see for yourself.
Then, Sung-san, let us head down together as well. The wandering merchant will have arrived by now.
Check while I'm driving. Check. By the way, go down a second. I have to unbug the horse. Check what Hatnim means.
Hennim?
Hatnim. Hetenim.
Be thankful about the fact that I'm helping you.
Sunbeam. It's radiant as his name said.
Yeah. Hen. Henim. Ah, okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
So it was a play on words because it means sunbeam in Korean.
Yes.
You came from Tarbol? Then do you know my little sister, Sarang? She's working there as a blacksmith.
Well, isn't that just the prettiest name? But we're in a bit of a hurry. How do we get to Yeowoo Cave?
Yeowoo Cave? You won't be able to get in right now. It's overrun with people infected with blue boils.
Huh? Is that so? Has anyone been cured?
Because sarang
Well,
should
I've
mean
never seen
love.
a red boil before. But our fox goddess is a compassionate one, so don't you worry.
Okay. Salang. Salang. Yep. It is Sarang. That's cool.
Anyways, while you're waiting to get in, would you mind bringing me some fresh meat?
Of course, of course. Traveler, I'll leave it to you. What kind of meat would this fox goddess prefer?
Oh, no. It's not for the fox goddess. I want it for the expecting mothers over there.
First of all, pregnant women are known to hate the smell of burnt meat.
Cook it on another side of the village.
But it's actually very good because of proteins. I'm gonna make barbecues every day.
You know, helping them would be a suitable offering as well. Dosa, you should go and get ready to meet our goddess.
Okay, Mogdari.
Also, the name of the girl here should be peculiar. Bukhtari.
Everything is peculiar.
Okay, we have to go and hit the pork. Yeah. And then going to Dari. Who should be here? Yep.
Rice porridge alone won't do much for a mother's health.
Hand over pork.
Oh my! What is all this meat? Did Bokdari tell you to help take care of the mothers?
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much. How could I repay such kindness? The mothers' faces will brighten as soon as they get a whiff of it.
In retrospect, it is medieval times, so people do starve to death. Therefore, I think they appreciate meat a lot more, considering it's supposed to be a delicacy and very hard to come by. But all the bandits around, there seem to be many mothers here.
There's a saying here that women who drink the waters of Yeowoo Cave will be fertile, and women who give birth here will enjoy a long, healthy life alongside her offspring. That's why even women from other villages seek out this place. Though, the rumors of bandits have thinned the crowds.
Which is
But
something
it's
very
all a
important because the mortality
They're
of
not
mother
here
and
to
children
harm
was
us.
kind of
Also,
high.
It's close friends with Sunda, the captain of Honglim.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to Osan.
everyone is usually busy making their way into Yeowoo Cave. Something wrong with your horse? You want to know about the relationship between Hongim and this village? Best to see for yourself. I was just on my way to deliver horse feed to Sandal. How about you help me? Sandal is the captain of Hongim, and a close friend of mine. The grasses are really fresh around here, likely because it's where the fox goddess dwells. Thanks to that, the horses have gotten quite picky. You know what I'm getting at, right? I'll go on first and tell Sandal about you. Oh, and could you bring some bottles of liquor too? Make sure Bokdari doesn't see.
In Italian we say è una feccia di culo.
Usually, when you have a traveler, they are the last people you call you ask for help. Because when you try to do illegal things, you want to have people you can trust. Unless you want to end up hanged.
Hey! Well now, it's been ages since I've seen someone from the outside world.
Have some berries, motherfucker.
Don't call them bandits to their faces. That hurts. They may wear masks, but that just masks their tears.
But I haven't cried since the revered foxes left our side. So, what are you so curious about to have come straight here?
Or the Honglim bandits, really?
Huh? The real Hongnim? Our real identity? Are you asking about the past, the present, or the future? The Hongnim of the past are cursed beasts, fated with the lifespan of a mayfly. And the Hongnim of the future are beasts fated to die under the guise of bandits.
Okay.
So, what does that make the Hongnim of the present? Inhabitants of a place ravaged by chaos and confusion.
I'll take it.
Yeah, sounds pretty healthy for you guys. I have no idea what you mean.
Huh? No way! Look who it is! You brought Sung San with you. Did you finish the map? Let me take a peek. See what the world is like. I've been stranded in these mountains for way too long. All I heard was that the king has been ill. I'm out of touch with what's going on in the world. Even the mountains and rivers could have changed. I don't know.
Sandal, it's been a while. Traveler, weren't you heading to Yeowoo Cave? What brought you here?
Even mountains and rivers change is a reference that is also quoted at the beginning of this questline if you start from Balenos. In fact, it's Igor Bartali saying basically, oh, now it's not called Portrait anymore, it's called Nampo, and they said that even mountains and rivers have changed. Because the motherfuckers actually changed the map. It was supposed to be in the corner of the map and being like far bigger, but it became only an island. And they legit removed Portrait and put instead Land of the Morning Light. So yeah, it's an inside joke of the developers because they flipped the table literally.
Yeah.
Seems like you two have already met. Sung-san, we should catch up over a drink, don't you think? Ah, and we have a new village rule. You were away for it, and you are new here, so listen close. Beyond that point, past the cave's entrance, you're on your own.
On my own? What do you mean? I was just about to leave for Talim village, in Bommek County.
The mountains and rivers have changed while you were gone, Sung-san. This is no longer the Honglim camp, but a camp of chaos.
Aww.
There are enemies among us, hiding behind these
Among
masks.
us.
Among us.
There's no way to distinguish between friends and foe.
Interesting.
An interesting concept.
So some of the bandits are good and some others are fake and they are not good.
Of course.
Spirit randomly popping.
Mhm.
But at least we have a good example of the range the Black Spirit has.
Oh, please, hear my prayers. Please, gracious Fox Goddess.
I told you so. The Fox Goddess won't even bat an eye at people like you.
Eh? You're that girl. How long have you been standing there?
You really dragged your smelly body all the way here. You can try fooling my eyes, but you can't fool my nose.
What are you talking about? I'm just here to get rid of this boil.
The Fox Goddess shows mercy on those with blue boils. Like yours.
Oh no.
Red.
Oh.
Look at the swag.
Look at the name.
Well then.
Someone help!
Oh, I spat on her.
Where do you come from?
Oh, I'm stuck with those, of course, because you don't fight right away.
You managed to break through my barrier? Fascinating.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gumiho.
Damn,
The chief
he can
definitely
count.
said that all the many-tailed foxes were killed off, didn't he?
I thought I found myself a proper meal this time. Why am I fated to have a life of such misfortune?
A meal? Joke's on you. Left my liver at home today. Plus my bones are getting creaky and my muscles are likely real chewy. Why are you focusing on me? Is it my face? These muscles? My liver doesn't taste half as good as I look, promise.
You know what kind of people I hate most? The kind that keep their bellies full on their cushy little government seats.
What are you talking about? I told you, I'm just a regular guy from Hanji County.
Oh, oh,
Well, it's true
oh.
my calling was to be in government, but no luck there.
Oh, oh, oh,
Uh-oh.
the Gumiho said something about dolls.
Dosa is a government public administration cunt. He goes there to work at 8, between 8 and 12. And if you're there like 1 minute too late, or if you can't do the job in the allotted time, he looks at you in the eyes and like, come back in 6 months.
Whatever the case, it doesn't matter anymore. One thing's for certain. Neither of you are leaving this place alive.
We'll see about it. Doesn't matter if we win. Our ass is getting kicked nonetheless.
But right,
Miho! Think of your karma!
Miho.
You've no fox orb to protect you!
Think of the karma. The karma, Miho.
Your eyes are like
By the way, my cinematic, I'm slightly bugged, so she was stepping literally on me.
Since
Yeah,
I've shown you
same.
mercy, you must repay me in kind.
Excuse me?
Please, Miho.
I'm Gumiho, leader of Hongyim, though in your eyes, I'm probably a bandit, so call me whatever you like.
God damn,
I followed
are
you
your
here
ranks
after seeing
open?
you break through Mihun's barrier, in the hopes that you may be able to help us.
You keep calling her Mihun. Is that this Gumiho's, I mean this fox, I mean this young lady's name? Ah, no, your name is beautiful, just as beautiful as you. But how do you two know each other? Over in Talbot, they say a group of bandits took over the holy grounds of Yeowoo Cave.
And
And the chief there said that all the many-tailed foxes were killed. Then what is this fox, I mean Miss Mihyun, doing here?
Good question.
Just because a fox has a few tails doesn't mean they're hostile to people. There's a saying that the higher-ups of Donghae have probably never heard of. Those who are incredibly poor and have been left for dead. Those who see no means of escape other than over a cliff. Seek out Yeowoo Pass before you let go of this painful life.
Very true.
The Hongnim of the past was a group of such people. People who were reborn by the grace of the Fox Goddess.
So these are like the Bahitrams, but for the...
Those are like considered like worshipping Olma. Here is like people who were about like who had nothing left and basically.
And and what do they do?
What do you mean?
They worship who? The Fox Goddess. So one worship
Olma is not a Gumiho. It's far more powerful.
First of all, we don't even know if it exists. Second of all, I'm kidding.
We don't know if your mom doesn't exist.
Mihyun might seem a bit immature at first glance, but she's actually inherited the will of the Fox Goddess.
What does that mean for those with blue boils? They believe it's deadly.
Soon, a great plague will ravage Taibar. Think of those blue boils as a mark of salvation. I'm guessing that the scale of this plague will at least rival that of the last one. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Plague? What do you mean it'll be just as devastating as the last? How could you be so sure?
The Fox Goddess told me. It'll come to us from across the sea. The rich will have the means to survive, but the less fortunate will be left for dead.
So what we know now is that there was a massive plague in Land of the Morning Light, and people barely managed to survive, and a new one is coming.
And it was like the extension of the plague that also hit the main continent.
Yeah.
And killed a lot of people in Calfian.
Which is very weird. And also, apparently a new plague will come, and these blue marks will help people survive. Well, probably it's a reference to that out of plagues, like people who were already sick at the beginning and managed to survive were immune then to the
She's
plagues.
making antibodies to Black Spirit.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mihyun led such people here under the ruse of blue boils, and they're faring quite well in the Fox Goddess's Bomne County.
Oh, I see. So she put blue boils on them so they would come here, so they would be safe.
Yeah.
What about those waiting for their families to return?
There's not much I can do about the rest. I'd love to save as many as I can. But what can I do without my fox orb?
Probably she's able to save the adults and some children, and for example the mothers and whatnot, but of course like it's not easy to save the elders.
Yeah.
The plague is going to take half of Taibar with it, and I see it as a fair fate for daring to take what's mine.
Petty fox, but understandable.
Lost your fox orb in Dalbon?
Mihyun didn't lose it. She lent it to someone and never got it back.
Words won't do. Come down to the village with me. See for yourself. I haven't shown my true form in a while, so now you owe me. How about a snack, Tosue? I'm craving something sweet.
It would be best to talk about the present Hongnim and its future after we return. Mihyun's not one to be deterred until she gets what she wants. Wait for me outside, or you could head down first. I don't mind.
Huh? You call your horse or no? Oh, okay.
I can't call my horse.
You can?
I don't have the flute. I have it on my main. I don't even know where my horse is.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Close enough. I found it.
Traveler, be honest with me. Is my head on backward? There are so many things odd about this situation. I can't tell where the Fox's illusions end. I don't know why that bandit captain saved us from getting devoured. But my gut is telling me that they're just saving us for dessert. Did you see the Fox's eyes staring up at the crescent moon? I could almost hear her thinking, Let's wait until the moon is full.
Paranoid.
Racist also.
With the village. And with all this talk about the Honglim's future, past, I'm losing myself in time. And the plague god won't just come and go at someone's command. I have no idea what they're planning to do in Dalbo, but we need to be on our guard.
Look who's back. And with some new friends.
Back again.
Hey, Dulce. The boss said you two are going to meet Dushik down in Dalbala. Is that right?
Hello, I'm Dulce of Hanji County. We are heading to Dalbor, but I don't know about the rest.
Ah. Well, Dushik's getting hitched soon. How about you get him something real good to congratulate him?
Huh? And why would we do that? Is he gonna... Know what? Better to start on the right foot. I'll look into it.
Luckily they put the teleports because for those who don't have the horsey, it's a problem.
Yeah.
My cookbop is just as good as...
Dosik.
I know Maxun's cookbop is
The good bottles are after.
This is getting on my nerves. Like I said, tell me why you're here and what you came for.
What's wrong?
Tramp! What took you so long? Sandal told me to come here, but now this guy's grilling me on my reasons for being here.
I don't want anything to do with you if you were sent by bandits. The government has been keeping its eyes peeled for those brutes. You dare speak their name in front of the chief's apothecary? You must be looking to get hauled away.
Yeah, have 1 HP gold button.
What we promised. And these people are Honglim's Magpie Heralds.
Who? Who, me? Or the Traveler? Wait, us? Honglim's magpies?
You should have told me sooner. I was on the verge of handing them over to the officials. Here, the item I promised. You mustn't lose it. Ever.
Of course. We'll be on our way now. Remember I was craving something sweet?
Next customer. Wow, look who's here. If it isn't the revered Sung-san.
With the curfew in place, I was lucky to make it in time. It wasn't easy, but I was able to finish the last piece of the map.
Does that mean all there's left for me to do is write about your journeys? Huh, where should I start? Hemo Island? Byokye Island?
Oh, interesting.
Well, neither. I think I'd like my story to start at Pomne County.
The centipede market, said to be everywhere and nowhere. Have you found anything out about it?
Pardon, but starting your story with Pomne County, is it because of the tragedy that left it in ruins?
Not quite. You may not be familiar with it, but there was once a time when blue mist flowers would bloom there during a full moon.
Maybe you know, I'm sorry.
Is it love at first sight or something?
I
No.
don't believe. What is your name, Fairly?
Because she reminds him or of someone
Mia.
else.
This is the revered Sung-san. We met him earlier, at the Beacon Tower, and... What?
I'm a map maker. Call me Sung-san. Is there something I should know about Pomne?
If you can tell me about the centipede market.
Huh. Well,
I'll come looking for you.
what do you...
Just wait for me.
Totally not Gumiho. Like getting it.
But because like here they built this scene like they were having a moment, but actually this whole scene is because is actually a sort of he knows, I know that she knows that I know, like standoff sort of thing, like I know you know something, I know you know something, why do you know that, why are you reminding me so much of someone I know, and so on. And actually it's because when he turned around he stared because Mihun It's very similar to another character that we'll see mentioned in the story, related to Song-san. And also, if you notice, Gumiho, the name of the character, is the actual romanization, the proper one, of Gumiho.
Gumiho. Gumiho, yeah.
With Hyun, and there will be another one that ends in Un, which are also the names of the Wosa and the Megu, who are called Go Hyun and Go Un.
Yep, let's skip.
My goodness, I had no idea it was you, Miss Mi-hyun. You should have told us earlier if you were coming in disguise.
I think she should have been disguised, but in the cutscene, maybe.
He seems a very elegant person in the cutscene.
Yeah, because I think she should be disguised. I think it's a bug because Dosa is supposed to be surprised because this is like right after. That's so weird.
That doesn't mean everyone knows what I look like. Even most of those in Yeowoo Pass don't know who I am. That makes you quite special, wouldn't you agree? So give me something sweet. I'm practically starving to death.
Here, I don't know if you'll like it though. Anyway, what's that book Tushi gave you?
By the way, no, in the cinematic she wasn't supposed to be disguised because Sung-san had to recognize her.
I see.
The activity logs of the Chief of Talbar, and the records from when the plague swept through the village.
Are you keeping tabs on the chief?
Do you have some kind of feelings for him? Oh, Miss Mi-hyun, stalking a man ain't the way to his heart.
Funny. Mind your place or your liver's mine. Even if I were to pickle the chief alive, I wouldn't be satisfied. Remember how I said I lost my fox orb? I didn't lose it. It was stolen. By him. The chief.
Best.
He told me he'd give it back after eradicating the plague. He was a friend when I gave it to him. A friend? I thought he was a friend.
I heard the chief's father was a fox hunter.
Son of a... That means the chief isn't a gifted healer after all. He just used the fox orb to weasel his way into that seat. Does that mean that he's refusing to cure the blue boils because he knows they're your marks?
No. Those blue boils are fortuitous. There's no real disease to cure. And he thinks I'm dead. So how would he guess it was my doing?
Then what are you looking for in this book? All you need to do is steal the fox orb back from him, right?
The fox orb isn't here. The chief's father, the fox hunter, took it from him during the plague. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. He probably took it out of Donghae to the centipede market. Though, it's only a market in name. The place is crawling with fox hunters.
Important, so centipede market is crawling with fox hunters. Because again, as you said, they are monster hunters in peculiar.
I can't believe this. Should I go knock some sense into that quack? I remember the charms plastered around the apothecary. To think they were to ward you off.
Calls himself a chief and sits around in his apothecary all day? And did he cut ties with his father? I haven't seen anyone suspicious come by either. This won't do. I'm growing tired. Perhaps I was lingering too close to his apothecary. I'll return to Yeowoo Pass and continue reading.
Smart thinking. You don't look too good. Maybe I could gather some fresh livers for you.
Oh. Why go through all the trouble? There's 2 fresh livers right in front of me.
Oh, no. I've really given my liver a beating. I taste disgusting, repulsive. I'd make you nauseous for sure.
I'm joking. Then yes, please grab some liver from me. Ah, and Pursuit? You and Sung-san have met before, right? Can you go grab some seats for us?
Right?
Oh my god, the boars again. It's always like... We are exterminating the boar population of Land of the Morning Light with the main quest.
Pretty much. Not that many borders around here, you know. I'm waiting to...
Let me check if there's another spot. Let me see if there's anyone here. Okay, they should spawn back.
Oh, it spawned right as I jumped. But yeah, the guys are smoking some good.
Yeah, like they're improving under this aspect, but some things I swear to God they keep putting them.
The sad part is that once you finish the main quest line of Land of the Morning Light, there's legitimately no reason for you to be here. There's nothing.
Calling.
Just climb.
I already told you, I mistook you for a government official. Perhaps my senses have dulled without my fox orb. So sorry.
And she says it again. I mistook you for a government official.
Why are you two fighting?
Fox! Do you know how many times I wake up in the middle of the night because I dream that I'm dying from it? I could only dream of finding a cushy government position. And never once did Miss Mihyun apologize.
She just did.
Apologize? For showing you my true form in all its glory? I'd call that a blessing.
Let him be, Mihyun. He's going to flip a table. Alright. I guess it's time for me to tell you about the current state of Hongnim.
I heard that there are enemies in your ranks hidden behind masks.
Indeed. Right now, we have no way to tell who still represents the Hongnim we once knew, back when the plague was ravaging Dalbul. Our now chief borrowed the fox orb from Mihyun. After he successfully exterminated the plague, a group of fox hunters came to Yeowoo Pass. We had no choice but to arm ourselves to stand against them. We stood no chance against their numbers, however. We were only able to save Hannim Village. Bomne County and Dalim Village were both brought to ruin.
Did they come to hunt down the Gumiho?
Yes. They were fox hunters from the Centipede Market. That lot is merciless to anyone that is not human. Long story short, I was stabbed in the back by someone I trusted. Who would have guessed that the chief's father was a fox hunter? He even knew of my identity. That's how close we were. So I entrusted him with the fox orb, and he dares to stab me in the back. A blade in my spine. I still feel it.
We know how you feel like. In fact, there's this white witch.
Relatable.
But even without the fox orb, you seem powerful enough to snap my neck in a split second. Wouldn't a couple of fox hunters be a breeze?
The Hyungyum allied with those hunters. Even Mihyun couldn't stand against the thousands of soldiers on her own. We have never done anyone harm, but we took up arms to honor the kindness that the Fox Goddess bestowed upon us. That's why Mihyun despises those who hold seats in the government. And as one event led to another, the name Hongnim became synonymous with bandits.
But if Miss Mihyun is alive, and she's no longer in possession of the Fox Orb, what do those hunters and the Hyungam gain from all this?
Okay.
Huh? What? Why isn't anyone saying anything? Did I say something wrong?
Remember what I said about the masked enemies among us? Those government dogs joined forces with the fox hunters, and they now live among us, hiding behind their animal masks. That's how Hongnim slowly grew in size. And recently, they've even begun raiding the goods of traveling merchants.
Slowly but surely, huh? And I thought I was good at getting into people's heads. I would have sussed them out in seconds if I had my fox orb. Hey, don't trust anyone here besides Sandar and the boss. My senses tell me that Honglim Base is a nest full of cuckoos. The old Honglim is dead, and evil forces are now waiting to take over at the smallest sign of frailty.
Alas, that is Hongnim's present. A base entrenched in chaos. That's why I have no other option than to ask for your help.
Okay, this is kind of weird. So, the whole point is that the Gumiho is not evil as we expected, and there's fox hunters going around after her.
And allied with the government, which is
allied with the government, and that infiltrated the ranks of this party that is considered bandits. So why do we fight her in the first place then?
Because she thought that we were part of the government, thus allied with the Centipede Market people who are trying to kill her.
Yeah, but we obviously cleared that thingy, you know what I mean? But like later on, like we still fight. You fight her in the
You'll see why.
Yeah, I'm asking the right questions, guys. Come on.
Bring the base to its knees, and gather as much information on our enemy as you can.
My love, no horsey?
Oh yeah.
I'm doing my best to keep my horsey next to us so I can use it.
Oh yeah, right. Because the fun fact, it is the Gumiho who also helps to make the down gloves.
Yeah. And in fact, the last tale concerns the Gumiho.
That was Jesus. This class is broken.
Yep.
Really?
Or they nerfed a lot the guys.
I really think the class is broken. Wait, let me. Oh, I thought it was.
Let's see what we got here. It's about the suppliers of the masks those bandits were wearing.
Really? Where are they? Kano and I will go teach them a lesson.
Is she gone? Jeez, one moment she's here and poof, she's over there. My poor heart can only take so many jump scares.
Because as you notice in the cutscene, she teleports around essentially.
So anyway, can I ask you to take a look at something strange I found, Traveler? If you go down this road, you'll find this weird glowing rock.
Ah, yeah, let's go touch uranium.
It had this strange writing engraved on it. It made this ominous humming sound. I think you should investigate.
Let's go investigate.
The still emanates an eerie energy. Seems to be written in Korean, but I can't tell what it says. Place your hand on the steel. I should have not placed my hand on the steel.
Is it all over? Were you hurt? I didn't see any bandits around that rock at first. Don't you think it's strange? Why would the bandits throw their lives away over that thing? This whole thing smells fishy to me. We need to get to the bottom of this. Where to start? Oh, I know. Let's go ask the revered Sung-san. As an educated Yangban who traveled the lands, he must know something.
Oh?
I'm thinking. Did they cut the part of the...
Hmm?
I'm thinking. Give me a second.
Be thankful about the fact that I'm helping you.
Okay, no, they didn't cut it. Okay. I thought they cut the question. Apparently not. But I don't think they had the TP originally.
Ah, you were the ones with that lady back at Talbar Market. Mihyun, was it? So, what brings you here before me?
Well, something to ask.
She went to teach some folks a lesson. You know, with the powers of the Gumi... I mean, that's beside the point right now. We saw this strange rock and wanted to ask if you knew anything about it. It had these weird engravings. Here's a quick drawing I made.
I'd like to remind you that technically, Dosa is supposed to be
County guy.
A county guy, and he's randomly just catched an item.
This is... I guess there's no reason to hide anything. I remember seeing this when I was infiltrating the centipede market.
The centipede market that, I mean, Miho was talking about.
Why are we all stupid and can shut up about the fact that she's like Gumiho?
Those who seek to eradicate all non-humans.
Yeesh. Then do you think Miss Mihyun was right? That the fox hunters are hiding in Honglim base?
No. The fox hunters don't leave such marks. This is the mark of a Gumiho, a fox.
When he said about the centipede market, me and Sweetsy playing with the Guardian and the Corsair, like.
To be fair, the crow merchants are a bit better because the centipede market are like just a little bit crazy.
But because like it's they are not merchant in the first place. In the first place, they are monster hunters, but they would kill anything, like everything that is not human. And for example, there are some classes that are not human. For example, the Corsair, the Dark Knight, the Dracania, the Dark Knight, Ganel, Archer, Dracania, the Nova, like...
Yeah.
So like half of the classes here are like...
Like, yep.
I am not going there.
Yep. Some tridents were protecting this.
Were the engravings wavering, as if alive? Then I'm afraid they were under the hypnotic spell of the fox. The spell gnaws, bit by bit, on the souls of the living, slowly absorbing every soul within its reach, much like how tree roots spread throughout every bit of the soil.
It's always about the trees here.
Within Honglim, it means those bandits are living sacrifices for the fox.
Huh? I thought the bandits were hunting down foxes, but you're saying it's the other way around? What are they being sacrificed for?
These engravings are merely a small part of the puzzle. But from what I can gather, they seem to be about curses and plagues.
Plague? But Mihyun told us the plague is coming from across the ocean. Traveler, do you think that fox is double-crossing us? Sacrificing those bandits to bring about a plague?
Judging by the engravings, the ritual can only be completed with 8 more of these fragments. They must be destroyed at all costs.
Oh boy. I'll go break the one we saw together. I saw 3 more earlier, so you go handle the rest.
Mihyun? Gumiho?
And in fact, here is like, what a peculiar name, Gumiho. Sounds very specific and weirdly close to Gumiho.
Yeah.
Of course, the play on words works better in Korean and wasn't that easy to... Probably in the original version, the name and like the beast and the name of the specific Gumiho are written with slightly different characters. That's my guess.
Mm-hmm. Obtain a fragment from the strange description.
Did I miss one? Yes, I missed one. Let's
Yes.
It's incredible. They like.
Yeah, it's up. Like, wait, no, wait, no. No, no,
Oh,
no.
okay. I was doing right.
Yeah, I was trying to ping it the direction of what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, because basically one you fight, one you don't. That's the logic.
Okay, well, whatever was in there is not anymore.
Okay, now we can go at the third one. Because at the beginning they had some issues with this quest because the autopath was kinda meh. Now it's a little bit better because the quest adjourns itself, but still the autopath is a bit messed up. And in fact, here we fight. Here we just need to talk, and the last one we should fight.
Okay.
For this quest, just remember to check the map when in doubt. Because at least the map is adjourned properly.
That's cool. Anyway, so let's see, Dulce, there it is. Hello, Dulce.
Revered Sung-san, you were right. There were 9 of those steals at Hongli. I made a quick sketch of the steals a traveler and I knocked down. Would you mind taking a look?
If we correctly arrange these 9 pieces of writing, we may be able to find the root of the curse and its true perpetrator.
Okay, now open Yaz thingy.
So get to work, traveler.
And the idea is to make the Gumiho.
This should be here, should be here.
Like this.
I'm getting to it.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to finish, so if you need help, you can see from me.
So close. It's okay, I got this, guys. It's personal now, though. Ah, fine. Okay. Yeah. I did a lot of treasure maps, so this would have been pissed me off if I didn't manage to do it. And I would have completed a Gumiho spellaching.
What? Come on, spill it already. We Mornlanders work at light speed.
It appears my worst fears have been confirmed. This is a spell that calls upon the Plague God. It sacrifices living souls to spread a deadly plague. Gumiho is taking advantage of Hongnim.
Oh, no. Mi-hyun tricked us all. She told us the plague is coming from across the ocean, but she was behind it all along.
Many lives will be lost if the ritual isn't halted immediately. Fortunately, I have deduced where the ritual is taking place.
Where is it? Get to the point. We gotta stop it before Mi-hyun comes back.
Bomne County. We must get there as quickly as possible.
Because it is the only one. What happened there? For the blue flower blooms who used to bloom, etc, etc.
Yes.
Totally the reason.
Well, it's related to that. Oh my god.
Just passing
County.
Just passing through this gives your lungs a good old workout. It's so yummy.
The plague! It must be stopped.
Burn it. You shouldn't get so close.
You can.
It's no use. Nothing can stop me.
Mi-hyun! Listen, I know you want revenge, but you've taken things too far. You want your fox horn
Meanwhile,
back,
us
right?
with the pipe.
The Traveler and I will get it
Yeah,
back.
let me-
So put a stop to this nonsense.
You still think this is because of my fox orb? I'm a Gumiho. I've been around for 900 years, and you think I'm powerless without it?
Yes.
Then why? Why do you want revenge?
Back when blue mist flowers bloomed in Pomne, her older sister met her end.
You.
Everyone's
I knew something was off the moment I saw you. Who are you really? No matter. Once I get my revenge, I'll find out myself.
Well, physically you won't because you kill him.
Plague God shall now embrace all of Taiwan. No all of Donghae.
Oh, shit. Well, time to get ourselves our hands on a new piece of armor. Oh, okay, we're killing bandits. Oh no, he was T-posing.
Yeah. They never fixed it.
Help! Mi-hyun!
She did a whoopsie doopsie. Haha, what's up with him? I thought he was playing for the team Never Do Well? That dump on the look on his face says otherwise. A plague bringing Gumiho, huh? My kind of lady, haha.
Mi-hyun started slaughtering the bandits out of nowhere. She's not even hiding her true identity.
She's trying to perfect a plague.
A plague? What are you talking about? You're not saying Mi-hyun's trying to spread a plague, are you?
No.
You didn't know? Mi-hyun told us all there's a plague coming from overseas. She lied straight to our faces. She's sacrificing the people of Honglim to unleash a deadly plague. She said she wasn't after the fox orb. So what in the world does she seek to gain from this? And revered Sung-san, you knew Mi-hyun was a Gumiho all along? What's this story about Bomne County and her sister?
My heart skipped a beat when I first saw her. I swore it was my late wife, back from the dead.
What the hell, brother?
You see, the fox orb wasn't all that was taken from her. Those fox hunters also killed her older sister, my wife.
Bro, he married a Gumiho. What a Chad.
The Fox Hunters ravaged Donghae County and murdered my wife. Our son left, vowing to avenge his mother's death one day. Without her fox orb, Mihyun was unable to protect her only sister. The fox goddess people speak of is in fact Mihyun's sister.
Okay, so Mihyun's sister is the fox goddess.
It took nearly a millennium for her to perfect her
That's
human
what
form,
they said.
but it never prepared her for such horrible experiences.
Well,
as
not anymore.
or the loss of kin.
So you didn't have a clue about her plans?
Not long ago, she began helping villagers in need. I merely thought she was extending her sister's goodwill. I never imagined she was plotting revenge.
If her plans succeed, the skies will surely condemn her for all eternity. She shall never become a heavenly fox, and her soul will be scattered throughout the netherworld.
Sun-san, my old friend, when did you become aware of Mihyun's true identity? Or even of the existence of the Gumiho?
Why feign ignorance at the Doubtful marketplace?
Mihyun was much younger when her sister was still alive. I was one of the lucky children who received her sister's grace. I had no idea she was a 1,000-year-old fox at the time, but I did think it was peculiar how a simple touch could revive the diseased. But one night, blue mist flowers in full bloom, the two were dancing merrily under a full moon. That is when I saw them. 9 tails each. Gumiho, my friend, I would not be here before you if Mihyun's sister had not saved me long ago. But indebted as I am, I also cannot allow such a massacre to happen.
I agree 100 times over that Mihyun must be stopped. Countless lives will be lost, and the heavens will exact the ultimate price.
She said she had no need of the Fox Orb, but we all know it's as precious to her as life itself. Even if it won't change her mind, it might buy some time to find a solution.
So it comes down to this. It pains me to say it, but we should prepare ourselves to bid Mihyun an eternal farewell.
My god, this bro is like... I'm sad to say this, but we gotta kill the living shit out of that fox. We need to get ourselves some hands of
This
him.
book. My son made a copy of the Fox Hunter's instructions when he infiltrated the Centipede Market.
So here we have 2 different paths.
Pathways. Yeah.
First, it is seal away Mihyun. The Gumiho is trying to summon the fearsome plague god at Doubtful. We cannot let Mihyun commit any more sins. Her sisters wouldn't want her killing the people for revenge. Honglim's leader Gumiho. Or uncover the truth between Mihyun and the chief Sangun and calm Mihyun's rage. I think something is strange. Why does the chief believe that all the foxes are dead? Would his father, a fox hunter, have a reason to lie to his own son, Dosa? So we already did the first part on the good ending. We'll do the bad ending now.
I'll do the good ending after Sweetie.
Let's go about the sealing method.
The book talks about how evil foxes can be sealed away using gourd-shaped bottles.
Yeah, so we can seal the foxes away with gourd-shaped bottles. Thank you.
To ensnare the Gumiho's illusions, throw a green gourd-shaped bottle filled with the centipede god's stinger and toxic thorns from Mount Ashi. To extinguish the foxfire, throw a blue gourd-shaped bottle filled with the centipede god's stinger and toxic fumes from Mount Ashi. To weaken the soul fire, throw a red gourd-shaped bottle filled with the centipede god's stinger and toxic herbs from Mount Ashi. It says foxes fear birds of prey, and by mixing their blood into the gourd-shaped bottles, the power of the centipede god can be unleashed. Several low-ranking fox hunters are still lurking about Hongnim, so we can take their gourd-shaped bottles and find the...
How on earth can we lure that frenzied fox back to her cave?
Mihyun seemed to have gathered strength from the fox goddess's wellspring to sustain her power without the fox orb. Let us pour snake venom into the spring. She will surely come to protect it.
Leave the venom to me. I know where to get some strong stuff. Traveler, you go find the bottles. Meet you back at Yeowoo Cave.
When did you develop such keen awareness, my friend? Remain cautious, traveler. Our enemy is a Gumiho, Mesmerizing people is second nature to her.
Alright, so now we run. Now we need to take the good bottles, because these bottles will give us the ways to fight the Gumiho. Because remember, not sure if you guys remember, but we made the tails, so out of this, that you could use the gourd bottles to seal away naughty Gumihos. So, just quickly follow this. Press the suck boy. None. And because remember guys, the Gumihos can be what can we consider good or evil, and that the weird karma system they have here is quite peculiar, because intention doesn't matter as long as you get stopped. Apparently it's good enough for the karma system, because it doesn't matter that you want to create a plague and you use spells to try to summon the plague god to take your revenge on an entire island full of bystanders. Because if you get stopped, you see the karma doesn't get registered.
Yeah, because the karma system works on acts. Because the karma is how you directly impact the world. So your intention does not matter.
Yeah.
It matters, like, it's the action that matters.
Yeah, of course. That's why I was joking about it.
But it makes sense. Like, who cares what you have in your mind? What qualifies you is your actions.
It's funny, you see all of these bandits that you see here, guys? Don't worry, you'll never see them again. Suspicious or suspicious? Where could these bandits have found these gold bottles? It's all as if they're aware that the fox is still alive. So all that's left to do is collect blood from a bird of prey, leave it to me. I remember passing by a hunter on our way here. If he's a hunter that raises hawks, wouldn't he have some hawk blood in store? Quite true. No. Thankfully they have the super speed to run. Ah, of course. Auto path getting bugged, my favorite. Right? Of course. So, what's interesting is we went from the Gumiho being friendly to us and everything. Apparently the Gumiho is kind of a bastard and try to fool us, and decided, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and just simply try to kill everyone in a plague, which as I would like to say might be a little bit of an overreaction. I know.
Gumihos can be very shit, but
Yeah. You can live for 2000 years and still being so fucking pretty. Maybe you should ask a few questions, yeah? Alright. I have Train Falcon. It would be difficult to hunt near Yeowoo Pass. Can I get some hawk blood? Hawk blood? Yeah, of course. Is it... Oh, I can't give... Whatever, so... Shaking, shaking, kind of shaking up. Aqua blood. Okay, and so on. So we I like that this guy's like, I can't give hog blood to someone like this. It's actually very valuable. But the sincerity of your voice moved me. Like, what sincerity of the voice, brother? Do you understand?
Trust me, bro. Hashtag sincerity.
Come on. You know. The sincerity of your voice. Sincerity of my what now? My voice?
How did you call me?
Like... Really? Just like that? Wow. I need to move to Land of the Morning Light. Like, yeah, just give me a pen black star, please.
Well, how did it work with the dung gloves?
I mean, kinda more annoying than that, but... Dolshui!
Boss and the revered Sung-san went to evacuate the village just in case. Hope you're ready, traveler. Here I go, pouring some snake venom.
Okay, so Dulce put snake venom into her spring because this is what gives her energy, considering that now
we also poisoned all the mothers who were drinking, by the way.
Perhaps.
Mayhaps.
Okay if the babies come out a little bit weird. They're either gonna be stronger or just die on impact, you know.
I don't know, sir.
Because apparently this is the way to convince someone who wants to spread the plague.
No.
Poisoning her fountain. Poison her source of energy. Because remember...
You pushed me to poison you. I didn't want...
This is how you
Yeah.
pay me? Then toss those years to the wind. Fattened with time and gluttonous greed.
Yeah, she said over 900 years of helping your kind, and this is how you repay me. I mean, fair reaction. We just kind of poisoned her own energy source. Because let's remember, she doesn't have the orb, which means she doesn't have her energy source.
Or at least it's quite severed anyway.
Let me just... I think I killed her. Oh, yep, she's definitely sealed. Oh no.
Sister, this can't be the end. No.
Oh wait, we actually sealed her.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.
The seal is complete. She will have to heal herself for eons before breaking free.
How does she give me my Dan gloves then?
Don't worry.
She's dead. Well, not dead, but okay.
Sealed.
Unless someone comes to wake her.
Michan, I vowed to protect you from meeting the same fate as your sister. I'm sorry it had to come to this.
Don't blame yourself. You prevented a plague. Plus now she won't be condemned by the heavens. You protected her from that much.
Yeah, you protected her. See the tail.
Endless as the sea, your sadness must have been. Pain and torment festered, thorns twisting round your heart. To cease the searing pain was all your anguished heart ever truly yearned for. Calm the raging fires within before they consume you, and let your soul be at peace.
Ah, you are an enraged being. Therefore, I shall knock you the fuck out and imprison you for eternity so you can calm down.
Basically grounded her.
Yeah.
She needed to think about her sins.
Yeah.
Thank you both for your help. I can't even imagine what atrocities might have happened if you two weren't here.
Aw, shucks, it was nothing. More importantly, you look like you could use some me time. We'll head off for Doubtful Village.
I'll stay here with my friend, so we can ease each other's woes. May fate see our paths cross once again.
I'm so sorry.
Phew. Finally got everything sorted out at Yeowoo's Pass. The outside may have seemed all laughs, but there were many issues to deal with. Yes, the title Fox Hunt. Let's follow Dosa to Dalbol, hehe. I wonder what's waiting for us there. Okay. There's that. Maybe. The Gumiho's resentment has been absorbed into the Yeowoo Jade Orb.
Because let's remember that the whole point is to gather the energies of the creatures populating, the mythical creatures populating and protecting the Land of the Morning Light.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go in, be right back.
Yeah.
So, we did the sad crossroad, which is basically the one that is actually canon, because it's the cinematic that is actually played every time you have to do the Black Shrine. And doesn't matter what you choose, what you pick, what choice you make in the main quest, the bad ending will always be the preset one. And you won't be able to change it for the Black Shrine. So, that said, let's do the other option. A doubtful story. Uncover the truth between Mi-hun and Chief Sang-yeon and calm Mi-hun's rage. I think something is strange. Why does the chief believe that all foxes are dead? Would his father, a fox hunter, have a reason to lie to his own son? Dulce. Let's talk to Dulce.
Did you think it? I think. Give it a second.
I'm still recording. Do I have to retry?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
We're back.
Okay.
I'm gonna reperson. There you go. Okay, we're back.
Okay, volume and all?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You know, there's one thing I can't really wrap my head around. The chief told us all the foxes had already died, but we saw some fox hunters still lurking around Honglim. That could only mean they knew of Mi-hun's existence. Then why did the chief think all the foxes were dead? Was there a reason for the fox hunter father to lie to his son? And if he really gave the fox orb to his father, then wouldn't the chief have lost his medicinal powers? So I think the chief might still have the fox orb. Come on, let's go to the Doubtful Apothecary.
God bless all the teleport they added.
Agreed.
Because one of the critiques at the beginning was that like wherever, like every time you had to go back and forth Land of the Morning Light, which is beautiful, but really was more time autopath than actual story, even with a good horse. So I was like, guys. Yes, is he away?
Let me check his schedule. Yep. Looks like it's the chief's monthly stroll. Unlucky timing for you.
Have to.
I'll let you know when he returns.
What's up?
Going to change a few things. Okay. Now I should avoid it.
Can I keep going?
Yes.
Yep. Looks like it's the chief's monthly stroll. Unlucky timing for you. I'll let you know when he
Can you
returns.
tell me where he went?
Sure, really? Nobody in the village knows where he goes. Maybe Daku might know something? The
chief always buys blue mist flowers from him before leaving. Then he sniffles and wipes his tears all night after he gets back. Maybe he's in love with someone.
Yes, indeed, traveler. The chief bought some blue mist flowers from me earlier today. Do I know where he went? Don't know the details, but he's headed to Honglim as far as I know. He never skips his monthly trip no matter what. Remember the time when Songgoon brought his Changgi all the way to the village? Even then, he left the village to visit Honglim.
Which is the beginning when we had the first fight alongside with Yeonhwa against the Changgis.
This ocean scent always lingers on him when he returns. Maybe you can find him if you walk along the coast of Honglim.
But why blue mist flowers every time? Is there some sort of meaning behind them?
Yes, the flowers symbolize everlasting love.
Mihyun. It was all my fault.
I'm
sorry.
Quite interesting.
How did you find me here? Go away! This is my private sanctuary. For me alone.
What was that just now? Mihyun? Is this supposed to be Mihyun's grave?
What? How do you know of Mihyun? Only I know that name.
Not really. Gumiho, the Gumiho, is alive and well.
Serious.
What? Oh, can't be serious. Well, sir.
I loaded her foxtail into a wagon with my own hands.
Did your father bring you that tale? That wasn't Mihyun's tale, it was her sister's. So you were grieving over Mihyun's death. We promise we'll bring you to her if you come clean about everything you know.
Oh, Mihyun. My dear Gumiho. We have known each other since we were children.
Well, since you were a child, she's 900 years old, so
Yeah, exactly.
But let's remember that she's a shapeshifter and one of her forms is indeed the child we met at the beginning. Then why didn't you return her fox orb?
I didn't mean to break my promise, I swear. I honestly thought she was dead. She never even told me she had a sister. I grew up as a poor herbalist, and my parents were never around. One day while hiking up Yeowoo Pass, an accident almost took my life. That's when I met her. She saved me and became my friend. Thanks to her, I could gather herbs with ease and sustain myself with the money I made from them. At some point, I learned she wasn't human, but that didn't matter one bit. Nothing would change the fact that we were friends. Then one day, a plague broke out in the village, and I had to ask Mihyun for help.
Did you not know your father was a fox hunter?
No, he left when I was young. There was no way I would have known whether he was alive, let alone what he was doing if he was. After the outbreak, I was elected as chief. The news reached that man I presumed dead, who tracked me down and nearly beat me to death for my secrets. Then, I was arrested and tortured by the Hyungam. And Yeowoo Pass, it was completely devastated.
As you might notice, the Hyungam and the Yeongam are always quoted not in the best light concerning not the best deeds.
Yeah, and if there's something to learn from all of this, is that remember, folks, don't judge a situation before you know the story from both sides, because stories can easily be distorted. And like first we thought that the chief was an asshole. Well, actually, he's kind of stupid and didn't have a way to know.
How dare you accuse me of such a thing? Even when I was tortured to the brink of death, I never gave up Mihyun's fox orb. Why would I ever pass it on to that poor joke of a father? That fox orb was merely a copy I conjured with the power of the original.
Is that true? Then where's the fox orb right now?
It's right here, beneath Mihyun's grave. I couldn't find her corpse, so I chose to bury her fox orb instead.
Good heavens! Take it out right away! We need to stop Mihyun from completing the plague god's ritual, or a terrible plague will spread through Dalbul. She believes she's lost everything. Her fox orb, her sister, and even her trusted friend. The fate of Dalbul is in your hands. Do you understand? I'm not taking no for an answer.
I understand. I'll bring it to Yeowoo Cave as quickly as I can.
So quick, we're being teleported.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is like, the guy's not evil. Even if he's portrayed as evil.
It was a misunderstanding.
So that's what happened to the Fox Orb. Such a tragic story. Yet I am relieved at the fact we now know where the Fox Orb is.
So the chief's running here with the fox orb. But how on earth can we lure that frenzied fox back to her cave?
Mihyun seemed to have gathered strength from the Fox Goddess's wellspring to sustain her power without the Fox Orb. Let us pour snake venom into the spring. She will surely come to protect it. We are running out of time. Although the chief hasn't arrived, we must act now and call Mihyun to this place.
I love that basically here is like, yeah, we know that many people are drinking the water of the source, mainly pregnant mothers. But hey, for sure Mihyun will come protect the... Also, like, what is Mihyun? A purifier? A water purifier? Like, she comes and the thing is like purified. Guys, karma, what about the karma of killing pregnant women?
I've already prepared the snake venom, and I'll pour it right away. We just need to buy some time until the chief arrives.
Also, by the way, oh, I already poured the venom, and we do it in the cinematic, like, guys.
Yeah, one thing I have to critique is it's not clear what's happening between cinematics.
But clearly, like, the team developing the cinematics didn't really talk to the team writing the story. I can't take the Dosa seriously, always with the pipe.
Yeah.
Like, we seem we are really on the beach episode.
It's a Korean Snoop Dogg.
Helping mankind, and this is how you repay me? Then toss those years to the wind. Fattened with time and gluttonous greed, tonight. I shall feast on your liver.
The water purified arrived.
Damn.
Well.
Oh, because yeah, the cutscenes are different.
Mihyun, please stop this!
Or I was being saved by someone, I swear to God. What's the point of winning a fight if you just get...
The disgrace, the healer.
I'm here to return your fox orb.
I've already told you that fox orb is worth nothing to me now. If it wasn't for you, my sister wouldn't have died. If it wasn't for you, I could have saved her life. So tell me, why should I stop here?
Mihyun, you misunderstand. You need to hear the full story.
Yes, please, hear me out. If you think about it, you were able to hide because you didn't have the fox orb.
No excuses! You were once my friend, but you've taken everything from me.
I'm sorry. I deserve to be killed. But think of all the innocent lives you're putting at risk. This isn't the Mihyun I know. Please, I beg you, as a friend.
Friendship? What friendship?
Bro has diplomatic skills -1.
Everyone shitting at themselves like...
We're basically. I hope someone tried to make Snoop Dogg out of the Dosa. What?
Oh no, green hair.
That was cringe.
I fear you'd flee if I expressed my true feelings. Every night, your sweet voice would echo in my head until I fell asleep. Mi-hyun, I didn't earn my title by
That's true.
powers. I buried your fox orb and honed my skills for years. Do you know why I did that? You used to aid desperate people in secret. I wanted your legacy to live on. All because I loved you.
That was so cringe. She had to quit the fight.
Yeah.
You dumb bastard!
Appropriate reaction.
Don't misunderstand. You simply caught me off guard. My revenge is far from finished.
I'm sorry if I startled you, Mi-hyun. This was a secret I intended to take to my grave. So in a way, all the people who visited my apothecary, they were saved by you. If you're still going to kill all those people, then the heavens will never forgive you. And if you are to pay the ultimate price for your actions, just know that I will follow you soon after. So if you want me dead...
Startled? Me? I'm a Gumiho. I steal hearts as easy as livers. Who to blame you for those feelings? Look at this face. 900 years and I haven't lost an ounce of beauty.
Yeah, but there's not well seen if you depend only on beauty.
I'm sure you'll stay beautiful for thousands more. But Mi-hyun, why did you reveal you were a fox to me all those years ago?
Oh, it wasn't a big deal. I liked you, that's all. Well, not like. I just liked that air of naivete you had about you. Like how you made a grave for me, believing I was dead. You really shouldn't trust everything people say.
So you knew he made a grave.
You return my fox orb to me, and I'll consider dropping my whole revenge plot.
As friends.
Yikes. That's a sad. I think this is the sad ending.
The fox orb spared lives from an untimely demise. Can you hear their cheers of gratitude?
Happy fox smile.
You couldn't hide the kindness inside you, even if you tried. Now protect Yeowoo Pass. Undo your mistakes. For you, for us, and for your sister's sake.
Aww. Happy Yeowoo.
Happy Yeowoo.
So, what's it going to be?
Well, I need some time to think. Don't rush me.
Then, what about the part where I said...
Bruh, stick to healing people.
Can we be more than friends?
No. I'm way older than you, kiddo. And you should know that you're not my type. I wouldn't date you in a million years.
Oof.
Not your type? I knew it.
Alright, boys, it's our chance.
But we can still be friends, right?
Plot twist. Gumiho was lesbian.
We're turning Black Desert into a...
Stop crying, you big baby. Ew, you're getting your beard wet. Ugh,
The dating game.
You're hungry? Want to have a meal at Auntie Aryong's place? Just like old times. I know you want to. I'll go ahead and order all your favorites. Liver, yuke, anything else? Let's have a drink too. I promise I won't get drunk tonight.
Looks like a happy ending to me, traveler.
Whatever you say, Dolce.
To enjoy some time to themselves now. Meet you back in Doubtful.
You're lucky I'm feeling extra generous tonight. Who would blame you for those feelings? Look at this face.
Phew, finally got everything sorted out at Yeowoo Pass. The outside may have seemed all loves, but there were many issues to deal with. Let's follow Dosa to Dalbol. Hehe. I wonder what's waiting for us there. And of course we have our beloved Rankebi, who's going to teleport us. And this was the second ending of the second story of the Tales of the Morning Light. Now, let's see what's... how do you sit already? I like this. Okay, so, what's in the tale? Because, of course, as always, we have the recap in our library. So, Chapter 1, Fox Sisters. In Yeowoo Pass, in Land of the Morning Light, there lived a pair of fox sisters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tails. But they were Gumiho, that possessed an astounding number of beautiful tails. Did they enchant humans in order to eat them alive? Never! They were benevolent sisters who helped those in need. They did eat livers, but only those of animals, and Dokebi livers were considered a delicacy. Fuck the Dokebi, I guess.
Yeah, fuck the Dokebi.
The older sister, Myun, established Dalim village in Bomne County and used the power of the fox orb to make animal masks. If anyone afflicted with feral disease wore these masks and spent 1,000 days in Yeowoo Pass, they would be permanently cured.
Now, 1,000 days when you're sick, brother.
No, but because like they were surviving as long as they were staying there. Okay. The younger sister, Mihun, established Hatnim Valley in Bomne County and helped the afflicted undergo their 1,000 years in Yeowoo Pass. The tales of these fox sisters grew from 1 to 9 as they spread their goodwill to the people. Because yes, technically, more the tales, more powerful the Gumiho is.
Yeah, until 9. I guess at 9 they ascend.
Yeah, if their karma is good enough, though. Chapter 2, Foxes and Humans. Those who spent 1,000 days in Yeowoo Pass return to the world cured and healthy. A few of them decide to stay and help the Fox Sisters, and they become known as the Honglim. Time passes and love blossoms for the older sister, Mion. His name is Gunho, and together they bear a child of half Gumiho, half human blood. Meanwhile, the younger sister, Mihyun, finds herself a best friend. His name is Sanghyun, a simple and naive herbalist of Dalbol village. He is slow but kind-hearted, which Mihyun finds endearing. One day, however, the village is ravaged by smallpox. In order to save her friend, Mihyun lends Sanghyun her fox orb. With its power, he vanquishes the plague and is appointed chief of the village. Not long after, fox hunters come down to the village. Bomne County is ruined by their hands, and Mihyun is hunted down and killed. What became of her young sister, Mihyun? And here we have the illustration where we see here Mihyun. Here we have Mihyun dying and the child who probably is going to come back again in Land of the Morning Light Part 2, because in Land of the Morning Light Part 1 there's
no mention
no
of the
mention at all. Chapter 5, Vanishing Villagers. One by one, the people of Dalbor village began to vanish. They say that if blue boils appear on your back and burst open, you will disappear with the wind. It was a disease that even the chief who saved the village from smallpox could do nothing about. Only the fox goddess of Yeowoo Pass could cure this disease. The traveler and Dosa, who had come to Dalbol for other business, were swept up in this chaos and found themselves in Yeowoo Pass. They met a young girl named Mihion there, the younger sister of the fox goddess. They discovered that these blue boils were Mihion's cure for a plague that is to come from across the sea. Although she had lost her sister to the humans, Mihion had inherited her sister's benevolence toward their kind. However, when asked why only select people were to be spared the plague, Mihion replies that is retribution that Dalbol village must face. Her fox orb, which she lent to her friend to exterminate smallpox, had never been returned. I was stabbed in the back by someone I trust. Who would have guessed that the chief's father was a fox hunter? The man in question was Sangyun, the chief of Dalbol, who she witnessed giving her fox orb to his father. She was pained by the thought that if only she had the fox orb, she could have saved her sister. Chapter 5, Cuckoo Nest. Fox hunters. Where in the world could they have come from? The traveler, Dosa and Mihion came across a man in their quest to track down the chief. His name was Sungsan, a map maker who traveled across the continent on his quest to complete his maps. He knew about Centipede Market, a place which Mihion was quite curious of herself. The Centipede Market, a place that's both everywhere and nowhere, a den of humans who deny the existence of and exterminate any being that is not their kind. The fox hunters belong on the Centipede Market. There was no way a mere human could overwhelm the Fox Sisters. Thus, the fox hunters joined hands with the royal forces and planned a surprise attack. Due to their sheer numbers, the Honglim decide to take up weapons as well to protect the sister. Thus, sparked the false accusation of the Honglim being savage bandits. And the Honglim of the present is no longer the Honglim of the past that once served and aided the Fox Sisters. It is now riddled with fox hunters who hide behind animal masks, lying in wait for the perfect time to kill her remaining sister.
Yep, that's very messed up.
Chapter 6, A Barefaced Lie. Sympathizing with the Gumiho, the traveler and Dosa decide to help her. However, while defeating bandits and investigate the cuckoo nest that has become of Yeowoo Pass, they come across a strange stele. How do you read this in English?
Let me actually see.
Because in Italian it's stele, but I don't think it's... Steel, okay. A steel that the bandits were protecting with their lives. Befuddled, they go to Sungsan for answers. Upon inspecting the inscription on the steel, Sungsan tells them that it's part of a Gumiho spell. He warns them that this is no ordinary spell and asks them to find 8 more of these steels. The truth unfolds when all 9 steels are found. The spell was meant to entice the souls of the living to use as a sacrifice. The bandits were not here to threaten Mihion, but quite the opposite. Their souls had already been coaxed by Mihion, with which she planned to unleash a devastating plague upon the village. The plague that was to come from across the sea had been Barefaced Lie. The traveler, Dosa, and Sung-sang return to the ruins of Bomne County and uncover the roots of the plague in the darkness of Yeowoo Cave. Is it there the Gumiho Mihun reveals her... It is there that the Gumiho Mihun reveals her plans for revenge. The plague god shall not embrace all of Dalbol. No, all of Donghae.
Very smart plan.
Chapter 7. 3 gourd bottles, who are now not very used because they got too many complaints about the complexity of that, but in theory you were supposed to use the gourd bottles against the Gumiho.
The issue was due to this thing in Calamity 7. Like, you get one shot before you use them anyway.
No one had realized that Mihun had been honing her blades of revenge, even Gumiho. It was clear now that a fatal plague was about to befall Dalbol village. As there was only so much time left, Gumiho was forced to make a difficult decision. He could not watch his sister-in-law bring calamity and death upon countless people. Her centuries of benevolence would be consumed by her sins, and the heavens would condemn her deeds. Gumiho handed the traveler a book given to him by his son, who had left to avenge his mother's death. The book was a record of everything his son had found during his infiltration of the centipede market. And this book contained information about the 3 gourd bottles that could seal away an evil fox. In this part you don't see it anymore because, again, they removed the gourd bottles from the mechanics, sorry. A green gourd bottle that splinters a Gumiho's illusion, a blue gourd bottle that extinguishes Gumiho's flame, a red gourd bottle that weakens a Gumiho's soul. The traveler and dolls gathered these 3 gourd bottles and subdued the Gumiho that planned to unleash a plague upon Dalbol village. The disaster that loomed over Dalbol village was successfully vanquished, and Mihun was sealed away within a statue of her sister, the fox goddess.
Yay.
And this is the bad ending.
By the way, as you can notice, it's Dulce who threw the thingy.
Yeah, technically it's also the main character here. Chapter 9. Love and Admiration. There's also a story where the traveler and Dulce convinced the Gumiho to set aside her revenge. They looked for Dalbol village chief, who used to be Mihun's best friend, to find the fox orb and probe him about some unresolved questions. Sang-hyun wasn't around, however, so they spoke with his apprentice, Dukpal, instead. According to Dukpal, that day was a special day of the month, one day that the chief disappears with a handful of bloomies flowers. You can also get the bloomies flowers for your manor, by the way. And he said that the bloomies flower is a symbol of everlasting love. The traveler and Dulce followed the coastline by Yeowoo Pass and stumbled upon Sang-hyun. They found him crying for some reason in front of a grave with the bloomies flowers in his hands. That grave turned out to be none other than Mihun's. Sang-hyun's father had left him when he was young, only coming back upon hearing that Sang-hyun had eradicated smallpox. He'd then gone on to bring ruin to Yeowoo Pass, and Sang-hyun had been burdened by guilt ever since. He had believed that Mihun died at the hands of the fox hunters. Then, what was the fox orb that Mihun saw him giving to his father? A fake. The real fox orb was buried in the grave that he dug for Mihun. The traveler, Dulce, and Sang-hyun returned the fox orb to Mihun to resolve this misunderstanding. However, it seems that Mihun had no intention of hearing Sang-hyun out, and amid of all this chaos, Sang-hyun suddenly confessed his love for Mihun. Mihun called him a dumb bastard, and poof, returned to her human form. She said it was only because she was caught off guard, but who knows, and will she really continue her revenge? And here we have the happy fox smile, and this was the alternative ending.
Which again begs the question, like, technically I pushed in Gumiho, she's sealed in my playthrough, so therefore...
Something else will happen.
Yes. So, this is the second tale. We still have a few more to go. As you notice, these are like short stories that are like the length of a good quest line each. It's insane the amount of content they build for this. Next time we're gonna be doing the Songakshi.
Yep.
Ah, one of my favorite because of the warnings. It's really stupid, the warnings, you know. Warning horror scene.
I mean, it's understandable. It's understandable.
It is understandable, yes. Alright, guys. Well, thank you.
Thank you everyone for watching, and let's see you next time. Bye.
Bye.